Hello one and all, welcome back to the Chelsea FC Let's Play with me, Frew FM. Episode 19 beckons, let's get into it. So after our last games against Zrinjski and Hull, two good wins, we played Wolves in the Carabao Cup and Manchester United in the league. As you can see, the result against Wolves wasn't ideal, but it's the Carabao Cup. I wasn't too fussed, to be honest. The only worrying thing was that it wasn't a great performance. We didn't play particularly well. If you look at, it's the same old story. We had plenty of shots. We didn't create that many clear-cut chances. Most of them were long shots. Wolves deserved it, to be honest. We just weren't very good. In the next game against Manchester United, however, we were absolutely fantastic and fully deserved the 3-0 win. As you can see from the stats, we were excellent. Willian had an absolutely excellent game. He is our star man at the minute. He's just fantastic. He's the one who's providing the assists, scoring goals. We chose not to go with Fernando Torres just because of the magnitude of the game, but Morata ended up getting the goal, so that decision was vindicated, I guess. So today we take on Atalanta in the Europa League and Newcastle in the Premier League. The reason I didn't show the Manchester United game was just because we seem to have done loads of live coms with Manchester United. Seems like every other thumbnail's got Manchester United badge in it, so I wanted to do something a little bit different. I kind of want to follow the Europa League this season because I think we've got a chance of winning it. So I wanted to do the Atalanta and the Newcastle game. So welcome back for the Atalanta game. We're going to take a look at the team that we're going to go with. I think we'll obviously rotate quite a bit for this game. I'm not going to take you through it all because it's going to be too much rotation. So bear with me and I'll be back in a second. So here we are then. This is the team that we've gone with. We've gone with Pepe Reina in goal, Zappacosta, Zuma, David Luiz and Kieran Tierney in the defence, Bakayoko in that Regista role, Ross Barkley as a Mazzala, Ruben Loftus-Cheek in that advanced playmaker attack role because he played so well against Zrinjski. Willian and Pedro as the wingers and Fernando Torres up front, and we're just going to change that to a trequartista. Submit team. So Patrick Cutrone starts for Atalanta. He obviously got, I think it was a hat-trick in the last game against Steaua Bucharest, so he's obviously going to have to be watched in this game. Other than that, it's a flat 4-1-4-1 formation for Atalanta. It looks quite defensive, so we'll see how we get on. So here we go then, and Torres gets us underway for the game against Atalanta. We should be expected to win this game, really. I think, it should be 2 or 3 goals, really. Does Zrinjski take the lead against Steaua Bucharest? That's a bit of a shock. Zappacosta knocks it in. Edge of the box for Kieran Tierney. Knocks it over the bar. Goal kick for Atalanta. Berisha to Milenkovic. Bastoni knocks it forward, headed down by David Luiz. Loftus-Cheek picks it up, a good ball out for Willian. So much of what we do comes through Willian. Here's Jeremy Pierre. Southampton fans will remember him. Aramu. Josip Ilicic. Remo Freuler. Barkley with a good tackle in there. Bakayoko now to Loftus-Cheek. Torres. Barkley. Willian. Can he find Fernando Torres? He does! Torres! Oh, he's headed it wide. So close for Fernando Torres. That was a good chance. 23 minutes gone. Loftus-Cheek. Willian. In for Torres again. Knocks it down for Barkley. That's a really good goal. A really good nod down there from Fernando Torres. We'll see it again. Bakayoko just plays it to Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek finds Willian with a nice through ball. Chipped in for Torres at the back post. He probably could have gone for goal there, but he nodded down for Barkley. I'm not complaining. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. We've got another highlight immediately. Pedro, Tierney, Pedro, Loftus-Cheek again. He's got a second goal in his second game in the Europa League, and he's proven to be a useful asset in this competition. Tierney just throws it into Pedro. Pedro back to Tierney. Pedro's excellent at finding space in that inside forward role. Loftus-Cheek, I think it might have took a deflection that, but it counts as his goal anyway. And another highlight straight after that one. Ha, Dickman. I'm such a child. Ilicic knocks it out to Aramu. Freuler, Cutrone, what a goal that is from Patrick Cutrone. Pepe Reina will probably be quite disappointed to be beaten at his near post, but that's still it is a good goal from Cutrone. See, Aramu just plays it into Freuler, who plays it into Catrone, loses the defender, I think it's David Luiz, and just pops it into the bottom corner. 2-1. So it's half time then, and possibly not as comfortable as I would have liked at 2-1, but we have dominated the game. We just haven't got enough shots on target, which is a common theme this season. But yeah, overall decent performance so far. We just need to make sure we concentrate in the second half. I'll tell the players things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Away we go for the second half. Catrone gets us underway. Aramu on this left hand side, Freuler, and Zuma mops up. Gives it to Tini on the left hand side. Headed away, Fernando Torres picks it up. Out for Willian, that's a good ball. Torres stretching his little legs. Mattiello picks it. No, Willian wins it back. Tini. Torres! Great save from Berisha. It's 2 chances now Torres has had and he hasn't stuck them away. Pedro with the ball in and Berisha comes out and claims it's a good claim from the corner. Another highlight again, Zappacosta for Loftus-Cheek. Barkley, Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek carries the ball, Tini. Back post, Willian off the crossbar and the post and hit the woodwork twice in quick succession there. We were unlucky not to score there really. Steaua Bucharest are now 4-1 up. 60 minutes gone and still no more highlights really. We just seem to be cruising through this game. Quite worrying really that it's still only 2-1, but we do seem to be, Loftus-Cheek's picked up a knock, we'll get him off for Nabil Fekir, and Torres can come off for Tammy Abraham, and we'll switch him up for an advance forward. Highlight immediately after the subs, Tini for Fekir, and the fresh legs of Fekir are going to be a good asset. Now Barkley, Willian, Zappacosta, bounces off the defender, Barkley, Tierney. Kieran Tierney, Berisha, and Tammy Abraham also scores his second goal in 2 games. Again, him and Loftus-Cheek are just loving the Europa League. I don't know what it is. Tammy Abraham's only had about, he only came on very late in the last game. He hasn't had that many minutes of Europa League football under his belt, and he's got 2 goals. 3-1 Chelsea. So 86 minutes gone then, we're just gonna shut up shop a little bit, put it to counter, tell the boys to tighten up, make a time wasting sub. So we'll get Gary Cahill on for Kurt Zuma, as he's on a yellow card, and that should see us through. That's another highlight though. Freuler, Derone, Bastoni, Valzania, Catrone, Coronado to Valzania, Catrone, he scored again, and that's probably a little bit disappointing again from Pepe Reina, but Patrick Catrone won't mind. He's bagged himself a brace at Stamford Bridge. So Coronado to Valzania, plays a nice little through ball. They're trying to play offside, but it's a really good finish actually, because he comes right across the goalkeeper, which is the only place that he could put it, and we are going to proceed with the tactical changes after the goal, so they hadn't even taken place. Gary Cahill comes on for Kurt Zuma. We should see this through now. Yeah, we do. So there's the final whistle now. 3-2 to Chelsea. Barkley, Loftus-Cheek and Abraham with the goals, and a brace from Catrone with their only 2 shots on target, because that's how we roll. Just take a look. I think that leaves us obviously with 6 points from 2 games, so we're quite comfortable going into the game against Steaua Bucharest. So like I said in the last episode, we should really be winning this group with 6 wins from 6. So 2 wins from 2 is how we expected to set things off really. Just in between the games, just come back and West Brom have beaten Huddersfield 7-2. So Salomon Rondon with 4 goals, James Morrison, Jakob and Hinteregger. A Hinteregger penalty from a centre back, which is weird, but 7-2 to West Brom. Bet West Brom fans wish this was real. So back for the Newcastle game, playing away at St James's Park. Should be a good occasion. It's 4th versus 5th. Newcastle have started really well. I think they were only beaten for the first time in the last game, so this should be a decent game. So this is the team we're going to go with then. Courtois in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Delete and Tierney in defence. Jorginho, Kante and Fekir making up the hub of that midfield. Pedro and Willian on the wings, and Morata through the middle. Let's get into this one. Mario Balotelli up front. he's definitely going to score passes, isn't he? It's almost just a certainty, really. Balotelli, Chieri and Jetro Willems are the ones that stand out to me there. John Joe Shelvey, Mikel Merino and Isaac Hayden in the middle form quite a solid midfield. So yeah, let's see what we can do against Newcastle. We own Newcastle, that always seems to work, the old own them for the last time we played. So as you can see, a magnificent view of St James's Park there as we get into the game against Newcastle. So they get us underway, and Willems out to Matt Ritchie, Merino, Shelvey, who looks quite advanced there, as it goes back to our goalkeeper. 10 minutes gone, nothing really happening. We're having a lot of the ball, we haven't had any shots yet. I mean, this is very typical of us, a typical away performance really. It's something that's blighted us throughout the save. We just haven't been good enough away from home, and we might have to change a few things up here, because we're not even we're not having any shots, and it's 35 minutes gone. We do have our first shot, but we are going to have to change things up. So we're going to come off slightly higher. We're just going to go on normal, close down sometimes, which is what we've done for the away tactic really. We're just going to stop retaining the ball, and I think because we need to obviously get it forward and more into the box. We won't work it into the box, and we'll look for the overlap, see if we can get those full-backs in more advanced positions to get the balls in. We'll stop playing fairly wide as well and just play it balanced. So half time then, and absolutely no highlights. It's a long time since I've had a half with no highlights, but we have been abject. We haven't even had a shot on target. We haven't created any chances. We've had one shot. Newcastle have only had 4, and I think it's just that it might just be the two tactics cancelling each other out. So I might change things up for the second half. I might just look to sort of maybe move things around a little bit. Oh, Kante's on Mazzala. So I've changed Kante to a box-to-box midfielder to possibly give us some more legs and some more support up there. We're just going to go back to the register for Jorginho. I think the box-to-box change for Kante might change things up significantly, so we'll see how we get on. We will put Willian to support to see if we can just get a bit more support in this area, so that Kante can get into the game more aggressively. Say, I'm far from pleased with what I've seen from this team. Hopefully that will fire them up for the second half. Let's go. So we've got a highlight for Newcastle. It looks like Jonathan Chieri coming down the right hand side. Merino, Shelvey, really poor miss, but we looked like we just got caught well out there, as Newcastle have a really good chance. We've had another shot, which is a bonus. We have a highlight, Jorginho to Azpilicueta. It's poor from Azpilicueta. We just haven't turned up today, and you can see where this is going, can't you? Mario Balotelli, Saive, Henri Saive, delete with an excellent clearance, and Willian pick up. I don't know what that highlight was for. That was weird. It is Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Christensen. Now can we build? Fekir over the top for Morata. It's a chance. It's Morata. It's a goal for Morata. Usually he doesn't score those. He usually ends up hitting them straight at the goalkeeper or just putting them wide. But that is, considering how poor we've been in this game, that is a massive goal. And we might just look to shore this up now. 75 minutes gone then, and we're still hanging on in there. We're going to bring Emerson in for Tierney as he's looking tired. Pedro's not had a good game, so we're going to bring in Kluivert on that side. I mean, it's been that one chance really that's give us the 1 goal lead, and hopefully we can hold on to this now. But there is a highlight as Sells bashes it up the pitch. Jorginho picks it up for Kia. Oh, he's drifted past someone there. Morata again. Alvaro Morata. 85 minutes gone then, we've got another highlight. Jorginho for Kante. Willian hit the post and bashed away by Edlin in desperation. The highlight continues with Azpilicueta, and Newcastle do bring it away. It's Pereira, Balotelli. It's Mario Balotelli. Delete calmly back to Courtois there. Great defending. Courtois gets it up the pitch now for Morata. Can he win it? Yes, he can. Alvaro Morata. A couple of time wasting subs in order. Well, one because we've only got one left. And I think we'll go Bakayoko for Jorginho. 90 minutes gone. Can we see this out now? It's 93. We've got a highlight. I don't know whether it's just going to be the end of the game. Highlight Emerson away by Van Beek. Bakayoko, Emerson in for Kante, but Chieri can bring it away. Balotelli. Mario Balotelli, they've got people streaming forward. What a tackle that is. Who's that? I think that's Azpilicueta. It is excellent tackle, and we look like we're going to grind this one out. If we're going to do anything this season, these are the kinds of games that we need to be grinding results out in. So Lascelles does pick it up. It's away only as far as Kluivert, Fekir, Emerson, and that should be that. And it is. It's all over. It's 1-0 to Chelsea. It wasn't a great game. Not many chances for either side. I mean, Shelvey had that one big chance for Newcastle, and Morata just put ours away. He had another chance that he made for himself, really, that he didn't take. But yeah, 1-0 win, and that was a good win because we really needed it. So that brings us to the end of the episode then. I hope you've enjoyed it. As you can see, we're sitting nicely in second place in the Premier League. Tottenham actually beat Man City 2-0 as well, so they've moved up to third. The top six is now starting to take shape. Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, Man City, Liverpool. The only one that isn't there is Manchester United, because they've had a really poor start to the season actually, with a -1 goal difference. But there was one thing that I did want to show you before we go. If I just have a look at it's one of our regions. I didn't really go through this, who looks really good. Joey Stevens is a striker, 16 years old, 15 finishing, good determination. I'm getting him shoot. I think he's getting tutored by Alvaro Morata. He's got good pace. He's only 5'5", bless him, but advanced forward, looks really good. So we are at the end of the episode now. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for the Stoke and FC Steaua Bucharest games. Obviously, I don't want to do Tottenham again, just because we've done Spurs a few times as well. Similar to Manchester United, and I want to start moving the season on a little bit. So we'll come back in November for the Stoke and Steaua Bucharest games, and we'll see how we've got on in the games beforehand. So if you could drop me a like, comment or subscribe, I would be most humbled. Thanks again for watching now. Bye bye.